Today, in the complex digital world, it's hard to say what's good from bad. I mean, if you kind of think about malware, it's bad is easy to say, it's good is easy to say. But there's a big matter. That's probably where your complexity comes in, where you have a big data problem with no context. To me, the most important thing when you're talking about how you can ensure there's a frictionless protection without degrading the performance from a user point of view, but without losing control from a practitioner like a CIO or CISO point of view, is really making sure that we are having a one-to-one protection. Knowing clearly what is the cyber identity and the behavior of that person or an account, and making sure when there is a deviation, we are really having a dynamic protection for that particular profile. So I'll give you an example how it goes. Let's say that you're a person, you have a certain cyber behavior. When there is a deviation happens, I should be able to assess what the deviation is and increase your score. So now I'm moving away from here is a mass policy everyone to more like digital marketing. Digital marketing today don't do advertising to everybody, every product. They advertise very targeted. So how do you go about it in a very targeted fashion based on who you are, what your risk profile is, and making sure that we are really applying our data protection policies more on a one-on-one cybersecurity. So move away from one-to-many to one-on-one. When we look at, like in my own practice of Forcepoint and Forcepoint, we really do that as well. The most important thing is not just technology, right? Here we are talking about moving away from one-to-many to one-to-one. So you really need to make sure you're taking privacy into account. You really need to make sure you're taking culture into account. So for me, my partners are my CHRO, my partners are my legal general counsel, and we really approached it from a people point of view, educating the people why it is important, and being very transparent about how we are going about it and letting people opt in, then really making sure that our protection goes from one-to-many to a one-to-one basis.